Marvel Rivals is a team-based 6v6 hero shooter, and I'm not going to pretend to know what that means or tell you how much it's like Overwatch. I started playing it because I really liked the pop song they released to promote it, and I also think it's nifty, for reasons I'll be explaining now. So, I exclusively play as Captain America because he's the tanky paladin sort and I'm the tanky paladin sort. Cap is forceful, disruptive, nearly invulnerable, very annoying, and good at protecting key points. He can leap high into the air and slam down across great distances, which is fun movement tech that makes surprising and scattering foes easy. He can whip out his shield to negate practically all front-facing damage, which greatly increases survivability. Sometimes your enemies will spend an entire ultimate trying and failing to kill Cap when his shield is active. As you can imagine, that's quite satisfying. There were multiple points I was able to discombobulate enemy teams or hold a key area for my teammates. Basically, Cap has a lot of HP and defensive capabilities, and atop that, his ultimate just makes him even harder to kill. He consistently places pretty low on tier lists too, so I've never played a match where someone snagged him in advance. As to the rest of the game, well, it's multiplayer. Group cohesion is a huge factor, and I'm not really qualified to analyze the balance or mechanics in a PvP shooter. It's out of my wheelhouse. What I can criticize though is the character design, presentation, and dialogue. Everybody on the roster got a visual rework from their comic counterparts, and the end result is painfully tryhard. Cap's shield inexplicably has this warbling blue aura around its outer rim now, which come on, buddy. That's made of vibranium. It already vibrates on its own. It doesn't need extra special wibbly energy goobles. They were very clearly trying to maximize the cool factor for the entire cast, and it shows in a bad way. Sometimes less is more. The character dialogue is also extremely embarrassing and feels like the actor's reading stuff straight off the character sheet. Cap will straight up say stuff like, "Happy times are for later, now is war," and Moon Knight hits you with such gems as, "Heh, this is almost as bad as the voices in my head." Some of the exchanges can be wholesome and charming, but on average they're painfully shallow fan service. Speaking of shallow, the story is definitely also that, but super convoluted to boot. I tried reading the lore, both in the loading screens and from other official sources, but my eyes glazed over every time. It's passionless jargon which name drops as many nerd things as feasible while saying practically nothing of emotional or intellectual substance. And as near I can tell, it doesn't actually explain why these heroes are fighting each other. In Marvel Rivals' pop theme song, Rivals Till the End, the lyrics go into philosophical and romantic detail about the importance of eternal rivalry. It's a lovely song, but none of its passionate assertions are present in the game proper. But yeah, I enjoy playing it, I guess.